The Centers for Disease Control and Prevention reports up to 170,000 young athletes go to the emergency department each year for possible traumatic brain injuries that include concussion. Many concussions happen on the football field. Experts at Mayo Clinic are teaming up with local high school coaches to make football safer. They're hosting helmet fitting sessions to teach coaches how to make sure athletes' heads are properly protected.
Every year, thousands of young football players get concussions on the gridiron. 15-year-old Tyler Sloan, number 17, is no stranger to concussions.
Just felt like a big hit until I got in the locker room after the game. Then my head started to hurt and just felt nauseous and knew something wasn't right.
Tyler's dad, Gary, is the head football coach at the local high school. He's also president of the Minnesota Football Coaches Association. His goal in that position?
We're trying to make the game safer.
Gary's teamed up with experts at Mayo Clinic to make sure players' helmets are in good condition and fit correctly.
No helmet can eliminate the possibility of a concussion happening, but the idea of a properly fitted helmet and a good helmet is to reduce the severity of a concussion if it should happen.
Mayo Clinic athletic trainer Jim Williams demonstrates how to make sure a helmet fits the way it should.
I'm going to check the helmet for any kind of cracks, any kind of loose snaps, clips. Face mask is nice and tight.
Then measure the player's head 1 inch above the eyebrow. Next, spray the player down to simulate sweat during a game. When the helmet's on, it should be 1 inch above the eyebrow. If it's too low, pump air into the air bladders inside the helmet.
Chin straps, you want to make sure go underneath the face mask. I want to make sure that the ear holes line up with the ear. I want to make sure that the back of the head is covered.
And the pads inside the helmet should be in good shape. Replace them if they're not.
A good snug fit, but not a fit that's too tight that could cause a headache after 30 to 40 minutes out on the field.
A good fit means the helmet doesn't slide around.
You can see the skin is basically moving with the helmet, which is what we want.
2 or 3 days after the fitting, check it again. Every week thereafter, give it a once-over. Again, helmets will not stop concussions from happening.
If we can reduce them as much as possible, we feel like we're doing a better job for the kids.
For Mayo Clinic News Network, I'm Vivian Williams.
Certified athletic trainer Jim Williams says after helmet fittings, it's important for coaches, equipment managers, and athletic trainers to check them every week to make sure they're in good shape and still fitting properly. Also, he says all school and sports clubs should replace helmets after 10 years of use, no matter what the manufacturer's requirements.
And now a recap of the headlines. Premier Smith announces a budget of $301 million for 2014 and said BVI's economy has fared well through the challenges in 2013. The fourth BVI Business Outlook Conference looked at ways for BVI to take its game to the next level. The BVI signs agreements with Shenzhen region in China to promote exchange and cooperation in various areas. The BVI Health Services Authority begins transition of services to the New People's Hospital. Information technology expert tells JTV News that all businesses with online presence are vulnerable to data breaches. Government signs berthing agreements with Norwegian Cruise Line and Disney Cruise Line. And a homework program introduced in District 1. In news from the region, the 20 suicides since the start of the year has Guyana's authorities worried. And a 6.5 magnitude earthquake near Puerto Rico is the Caribbean's strongest earthquake in several years. Remember to visit jtvlive.net for more news, JTV's television programs, community, and government events. You can also watch this entire newscast on jtvlive.net. Additional information can be found on our Facebook page, facebook.com/jtv55. You can also find information and videos on our JTV News YouTube channel. We welcome your questions and comments. Email us at jtvnews@hotmail.com. I'm Ino Suman. Thank you for watching.
Wardrobe provided by Umi Fashions.